Hey guys, welcome to another video. Today's video is going to be a little bit different. I'm sitting here on a beach, the one I film all the time, the one I love, called Midnight Pass, near my house in Sarasota. And it's the day before Christmas Eve, and I decided to come out here and just get away from the madness, get away from the craziness out in town with everyone doing some last minute shopping and everything, and just get out here on this beach and just kind of unwind and just kind of reflect on this year and also think about the future. And as I'm sitting out here drinking my nice island beer, I decided that what I want to talk about today actually is why I blog. I don't think I've ever actually talked about it, but I want to discuss it and tell you why I do what I do and kind of a little bit about my background. So before I do though, let me show you the view. This is beautiful Midnight Pass. So it's a beautiful place. Midnight Pass is located, actually it used to be an open pass to the Gulf of Mexico, but it closed up in the early 80s. And I'll do an article actually specifically all about that because it's a really interesting story and I sure wish it was still open. But now it's just basically a big sand dune, and you can come over from the beach by beaching your boat, because you can only really get here by boat, or it's a really long walk from Turtle Beach on Siesta Key, and you just walk over the dune and here you are. So it's pretty nice. But I wanted to talk about why I blog, why I created Lazy Locations, and the advantages I think I see in it, and going forward. So I have been a financial advisor for 30 years. That's my main job. I love it. I'm 51 years old, and I've been doing it for 30 years. So I'm probably one of the most experienced, the youngest, most experienced financial advisors probably in the state of Florida. And that's a really fulfilling job, and it's been a great career, and I'm very fortunate and blessed to have it. But I'm very creative. I've always been very creative. I love boating. That's been my passion hobby for my whole life. I started boating when I was 13, something like that. My dad bought the whaler that you may have seen on my previous videos when I was 16. I have a twin brother. He and I are just boating fanatics, and anyways, we love it. So that kind of started everything off. And then one of the things that happened along the way is I just started doing a lot more exploring. I moved to Florida in 1995, I went to college here and moved here in 1987, but I moved to Sarasota in 1995. And when I got here, I started buying my first boat and working my way up and exploring the area, starting with the Sarasota area, Tampa Bay, all the way down to Boca Grande, and then south to the Keys, and then around to the East Coast, up to Jupiter, up through Jacksonville, and then inland really just recently, and all the lakes and stuff in the rivers in Florida. And then the Bahamas I've taken boats to, and I just really liked it. I joined the Coast Guard. Actually, it's interesting. I joined the Coast Guard Auxiliary when I was 28 years old. I may have been the youngest auxiliarist ever. And I did it because I don't know what I was thinking, but I just didn't know about, I don't know why, I just didn't think about the Coast Guard after I graduated college. It was truly, the Coast Guard would have been probably the best thing for me, and I absolutely, if there was one branch of the service that was just had my name written all over it, was the Coast Guard. But for whatever reason, I just didn't think about it when I was younger. Had I known about it, I totally would have done it. So I went to try and join the reserves, the Coast Guard reserves, when I was 28. But at the time, I owned my own business, and I owned my own financial advisory business. And so because of it, I I just couldn't risk being away for 2 months, say on a hurricane for like Katrina or something, helping people. So I joined the auxiliary, which was voluntary and it was local. So I did that, and through that, some of you may not know, you can actually get qualified with the Coast Guard, and you can drive their boats and go on search and rescues with the actual Coast Guard. You can watch stand, you can do a whole bunch of stuff with the Coast Guard, which was really fulfilling. And more importantly, what it did is it taught me so much, and it was a great background. To this day, I'm still a member of the Coast Guard Auxiliary. I love it. I think the people there are incredible. They're so wise. There's so much knowledge there. There's so much to learn. It's really been a great thing for me. And I'll do some specific videos on the Coast Guard and the Coast Guard Auxiliary, and I'll even talk about recruiting and why it makes so much sense for young kids today to join the Coast Guard if they like boats and they want to do that kind of thing. But that aside, that got me a great background in boating. I have 2 great kids. They love to fish, so we've done a lot of fishing and become real knowledgeable with that. I've owned tons of boats, big boats, small boats, inboards, outboards, diesel or twin gas. I've obviously driven all the Coast Guard boats. So I have a lot of experience that way. So the background was there. And then what happened is I'm very entrepreneurial, always have been entrepreneurial. So I decided that what I wanted to do one day is create something different. You know, I was kind of tired of just sitting at a desk every day, facilitating trades and stuff for people. I decided that what I wanted to do was actually create something. And so I created a product called Lazy Buns. They're water floats you sit on and you straddle, and you can float in the water, and your hands are free and your legs are free, and it's an awesome product. And it's been a really, really great product, and it's sold really well through West Marine and big Bed Bath & Beyond and other big retailers. And I've had tremendous success with that, and I sold it to my ex-manufacturer, and they now have it and they run it, and it just makes me happy every time I see people using it on the water and loving it. So that was really, really fun. But after I sold Lazy Buns, I decided that I wanted to do something else. I wanted to create a community of people that just love boating, love chilling. You know, there's all these surf brands, there's all these fishing brands, but I just want I wanted to create like a chilling brand, and I thought Lazy Buns was a cool name and a cool brand for that. So in doing so, I thought one of the best ways to do it was to create a community. And the way to create a community was to create a blog, to create something of interest for people that would attract that kind of crowd to it. So I created Lazy Locations. And what it's become is it's become much more than just that initial idea. It's become something I just absolutely love doing it. It's a way for me to kind of document my knowledge and put it out there on the internet for everyone to benefit from, which makes me super happy. And I just really enjoy doing it. But along the way, what I realized is that you can make a lot of money blogging. It's actually, people can do it full time, and actually you can make a career out of it, which I think is crazy. So that's kind of where I'm at now. It's just morphed. I've been doing it for 2 years, and I've got a great following. I make income every month from it, although it's very small right now. I think I'm at a point where I can really escalate this. I'm becoming much more wise about what to post and how to post it. You have to keep in mind, I'm 51. When I went to college, I'm a marketing major in college, but the internet wasn't even created yet. So all this stuff I've had to learn on my own and teach myself, and through the help of YouTube like this, it's been awesome. So I've done this all by myself. There's no special training, no nothing, and I absolutely love it. I take all my photos, I film all my videos, I edit all my videos, I write every single article on my website. You know, I had a guy here locally, this guy, my friend Perry, who owns Imagica Studios here in Florida, in Sarasota. He created the basis for my website, but I had to learn WordPress. I had to learn Divi. That's the program that I use for WordPress. And I'll explain all that later in a separate video. but I've had to do all that, and it's been so much fun. You know, it's just like, it's a whole new life, you know, exploring, expanding my horizons, learning, and then also documenting what I know for people and helping people. And that's the best part. So I hope there's great things to come from it financially. I think that there will be. But regardless, I absolutely love doing it. So it's my mission to do a lot more of it for you guys, to go to a lot more places, check out amazing places. As my skill improves, document things better, team up with other people on the online to do things together. It's so exciting. So that aside, switching to my financial hat, there's another benefit to blogging, and this is a big one, especially if you're seasoned, as I call it. You know, you're not 20 something, you're 40, you're 50. You know, you have a long life ahead of you yet, but you want to do something more fulfilling. Plus, along those many years of your experience, or your life so far, you've gained experience, you've gained knowledge. You have something as a 50-year-old or a 60-year-old or a 70-year-old, or heck, even a 40-something-year-old, where you have so much knowledge that is irreplaceable, and that's a real asset, and you can share that with others, because there's a real demand. So as you get older, think about it this way. It's so hard for people today to save a lot of money. Life is tough. The economy is tough. I mean, the economy has been, well, it's brutal now because of COVID, but it's been tough because the costs of goods and services are going up. Real estate's going sky high. It's hard to make it. And so I see people all the time in my financial business, and you know, you see all these TV commercials about, you know, get to your certain number. Your number's $5 million, and you got to get to that number in order to retire comfortably. And it's such a difficult task, especially today. There's so much going against people, that maybe the focus shouldn't be that. Maybe while the goal is still to save as much as possible and minimize your expenses as much as possible, maybe the goal is to just create an income. Because really, when you think about it, the goal of building a big nest egg is to live off that money, is to generate income from that money. So if you can generate an income and you can do that early on, that's a huge benefit. And that's what I think blogging and web businesses are. If you made $50,000 a year on a side hustle, which was a web business, think about how much you'd have to have saved today in cash to generate $50,000. It's insane. I mean, literally, it would be something along the lines of, I don't know, like 3 million or 2.5 million or something like that. I mean, maybe not even, maybe way more than that, maybe 5 million. About $5 million actually, now I think about it. You know, and you start getting into those numbers and it's just unattainable for so many people. So maybe the easiest thing to do and the better focus is to concentrate on maybe an income stream to supplement what you're saving and to supplement potentially, eventually, Social Security and things like that. So anyways, I've totally digressed, but that's a real benefit. That's another benefit that people aren't talking about when it comes to having a blog or, I don't know, like e-business, so e-commerce, whatever it is. So anyways, I'm just rambling now, sorry, it's getting old, but I wanted to share that with you. I love doing what I do. I intend to do a lot more of it. I hope you find my videos informative and entertaining. I certainly will do a lot more of them, and I will make them better. I'll do a lot more regular videos this year of going to places, going on excursions. I can't wait to do it, and you know, I'll improve my skill as far as filming and drone work and everything else as well. So anyways, thank you guys so much for watching my videos. Thank you guys for who have subscribed, for subscribing. If you haven't and you find interest and value in this, please do. But I really appreciate it. I look forward to the future, and positive about the future, and I really, really, really want to continue to bring you good content. So thanks again. Have a great holiday, and I will catch you in 2021.